Hello, welcome to my quick tutorial on how to use the photo mode. Basically, you press escape, go to photo mode, and there it is. Now, what do all of these things mean? You kind of need to know photography or optics, how they work, but I'm going to quickly show you some examples. Field of view is how zoomed in or zoomed out you are. When you're zoomed in, you see less of the sides, because you're more narrow field of view. When you're fully zoomed out, you can see, if I position in the same position at the back of the head, you can see more to the side. You can see the whole house. Whereas if I was over here and all the way zoomed in on his head, you don't see as much. You see farther and you're more focused. So that is one way to position some shots. So when would I use all the way zoomed in? When I'm trying to focus on something like a perspective. Like, let's say I want to position here and Rasimir's looking at his town. And let's go to this second tab, depth of field. This is really cool. Alright, focus distance is basically where's the focus. Is it like immediately close or is it far away? So if we do it close, Rasimir right now is at roughly 1.3 meters. If blur is kind of screwing you over, because some stuff is blurred and some isn't, you can increase this aperture because it widens the focus area. So that looks pretty good. So Rasimir is looking at his town. Or if you want to do the reverse and have him blurred out, you and have like this lady in focus, you would tap to where she's in focus, and now the background's out of focus, she's in focus, and Rasimir's out of focus too. Now we just press F and snap a photo, and there you go, we have a nice artistic photo. When would I use all the way out? All the way out is if I need to capture a lot of details. So it doesn't make sense to be this close and to try and get something unless you're trying to make whatever you're focusing on seem really small. So right now Rasimir seems really small and the house really big. If I would have done this, and let's just get rid of that for a second, Rasimir seems pretty big and the house is also big, but it's out of frame, so you don't focus on the house because Rasimir's taking more of the frame now. He's like all of the middle section. So this is one shot, and then going like this is a very different shot. You see more of how big the village is and how actually long it is, whereas with the other shot it just looked like a lot was going on, but it was in a smaller field of view. Usually when I go to this type of view, I like to go really low angles to get really dramatic shots. Like this could be Rasimir. Oh yeah, and let's use the sun for dramatic effects. So this could be a shot. Rasimir looking at his town. You could also go all the way up to view your town. So this is my lovely little village. But there is a limit. You cannot go. You can go only a certain radius around Rasimir. He has like a little sphere force field thing. And then when you hit that edge, it starts bringing you down. And then you can't go farther than in a certain direction. That's okay. We can also hide our character. So let's say I wanted to focus on this kid looking this way. I don't like myself. I just remove myself. You can also rotate camera for some weird Australian effects or something, I don't know. That's basically where I would use a narrow or a wide field of view. Depth of field, you can get really creative with it, so let's find... I mean, I kind of already showed you where the lady was in focus and farther stuff and closer stuff was out of focus. Let's see, can we get anybody doing something interesting? Let's go into photo mode and see. These two are having a little argument here with the fence. So let's go to 30. And just enable depth field. Focus only on the middle guy. There you go. Only the middle guy's in focus, and you can achieve some effects that way. And there's also some exposure brightness. So let's say we like how dramatic and serious this guy's face is. We can make it even more dramatic by lowering the brightness and increasing the exposure. Like, this is super dramatic. Another form of dramatic effect, or just added effect in general, whoops, is the picture tab here. You can go to different presets with different color temperatures and different effects. So like this, he literally looks like a zombie right now. Oh my. Number 13 is a huge bloom effect, so there's that. 15 looks very neutral pinkish. This is just like nightmare fuel. So we're just going to stop with those. And you can also lower the intensity of some of these. So if you don't want him to be full zombie, you just want him halfway, you know, it's just Halloween. It's not a full-on Beetlejuice type of thing. You do that. So there you go. That's quickly how you do, how you use the photo mode. And it all comes down to you in being creative with what you shoot. So sometimes you can be waiting for the opportune moment. So this guy is sitting on the bench here. Let's go all the way zoomed in. And let's use the scroll wheel to slow it down a bit. And alright, let's get this shot. He's pondering his life choices. Why did I invest into wheat? Everyone invested into wheat. I'm not unique. There's nothing special in my life. So we can have the wheat in focus. We could have him in focus and the wheat out of focus. So we could do that. We could get more of a lateral shot so we see a bit more depth with his neighbor. We could go back to 90, which seems to be the default, and go closer so that we see a bit more of his full body. So if we wanted to get a full body shot, we would do this, and maybe focal distance, it would be that. So there's so many shots you could get. You can get a bird's eye view. Let's say we're a little bird nesting here, and we want to see what the yard looks like. Let's go fully out. Okay, we don't need to go that far out. 95 seems to be good. I don't want to see myself. Hide the character. Let's remove depth of field for this one, and let's apply an effect. Maybe number 13 is very contrasty. What's an effect that I want here? 27 kind of makes everything look green, so we could go with this effect. I could go in the house from here. You can actually inspect stuff. What the heck is going on here? Yeah, so lots of storytelling techniques, lots of potential. The possibilities are endless. I hope this tutorial has been somewhat useful, and have fun creating awesome screenshots. Looking forward to seeing them. Thank you.